What started as an ordinary day for a small herd of wild horses soon turned into a terrifying ordeal when a young foal got separated from its mother. The mother horse, having just given birth to her first baby, was incredibly protective, always keeping a watchful eye on her foal as they roamed and grazed. However, as dusk approached, the foal wandered slightly away from the herd to nibble on some tasty shrubs. Unfortunately, this small moment of curiosity led to danger when a pack of hungry coyotes suddenly appeared. Though adult wild horses are typically too large and strong for coyotes to attack, the vulnerable foal was an easy target. As the pack of canines closed in, the terrified foal neighed desperately for help. Hearing the distress call, the mother horse wasted no time, charging at the coyotes to defend her baby. Her powerful presence was enough to scatter most of the predators, but in the chaos, the foal, overcome with fear, ran off in the opposite direction, far away from the herd and its protective mother. The mother horse, realizing that her baby had disappeared, became frantic. She called out for the foal, but there was no response. The rest of the herd, sensing the distress, joined in the search, covering the fields in hopes of tracking down the missing young horse. Meanwhile, the foal, lost and scared, had managed to escape the remaining coyotes but now faced an entirely new problem. She had no idea how to find her way back. She called out again and again, but her cries were met with silence. As night fell once more, the exhausted foal had no choice but to huddle down behind some bushes, hoping to remain hidden from any other predators lurking in the darkness. Fortunately, the night passed without incident, but the foal remained lost, still unable to find her way home. The next day, the foal resumed her desperate search for the herd, wandering through unfamiliar terrain. However, instead of finding the other horses, she stumbled upon something entirely unexpected: a highway. Somehow, she had made her way past the open fields and ended up on the tarmac, trapped behind a metal guardrail that she couldn't climb over. Luckily, the highway was not a particularly busy one, so she wasn't in immediate danger of being hit by a car, but she was still in a precarious situation. With no idea where else to go, she stuck close to the guardrail, occasionally letting out distress calls, hoping her mother would hear her. Hours passed, and finally, a car approached. The driver, a kind-hearted man taking a scenic route home, noticed the small, frightened figure on the road and quickly realized it was a young foal. Knowing he couldn't simply leave her there, he pulled over and cautiously approached, hoping to help. However, the foal was nervous and instinctively backed away from the stranger. Understanding that he needed to earn her trust, the man remained still, speaking gently to her. As he looked around, he saw no signs of her herd, which made him even more concerned. If she was truly alone, she wouldn't survive much longer. But then, just as he was deciding what to do next, something incredible happened. From over a small hill, a group of horses suddenly appeared, galloping towards them. At the front of the herd was the mother horse, looking more energetic and determined than ever. She had never given up searching, and now she had finally found her baby. The foal immediately recognized her mother and became excited, calling out to her in joy. The mother, filled with relief, rushed to the guardrail, standing protectively close to her child. However, there was still one final problem: the metal barrier keeping them apart. Realizing that the foal was unable to jump over the guardrail, the man knew he had to step in and help. But with the mother horse and the rest of the herd watching closely, he had to be extremely careful. A protective mother, especially one who had just been reunited with her lost baby, could be dangerous if she felt threatened. However, the man knew that time was of the essence. If he hesitated, the foal might run off again in fear, or worse, the mother might attempt to jump over the barrier, putting them both in danger. Deciding to act quickly, he carefully approached the foal, reaching out to grab her. At first, she tried to back away, but the man moved swiftly, lifting her up with confidence. His friend, who had stayed behind in the car, began recording the incredible moment as the man skillfully picked up the foal and carefully hoisted her over the guardrail. Despite never having done anything like this before, the man's instincts guided him, and remarkably, the foal didn't put up much of a struggle. It was as if she understood that this stranger was only trying to help. Even her mother seemed to acknowledge this, taking a few steps back as if to show that she trusted him. The man struggled for a moment as the foal's hooves got caught on the metal, but with one final lift, he successfully placed her back onto the other side of the guardrail. The moment the foal touched the ground, she rushed to her mother's side, and the two nuzzled each other affectionately, their bond stronger than ever. The entire herd seemed to pause, as if acknowledging the man's kindness. Watching this emotional reunion, the man couldn't help but feel overwhelmed with joy and relief. He had played a small but crucial role in bringing them back together, witnessing firsthand the power of love and perseverance. As the herd slowly trotted away, the man stood there for a moment, taking in what had just happened. A truly heartwarming story of survival, courage, and the unbreakable connection between a mother and her child.